views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Russell. Welcome to the Healing Light Podcast. I am a psychic intuitive who's been reading tarot cards for over 25 years. I'm also Reiki certified. Join me as I read cards, share intuitive messages, promote healing, and much, much more.
Welcome to the Healing Light with your host, Caitlin Greenglass. Here's your October outlook, starting with week 2. Enjoy the show and don't forget to like and share.
Okay, so week 2, we have the 7 of Cups, and that's a wonderful card. Very interesting card. I call it the wish card, and it's where you feel like everything that you want is going to come to you. That's the message that's being sent. This is maybe what you want to hear, maybe not really what you need to hear, but you're being, we're being all sweet talked, right? And they're pulling out all the stops to get their message out. And it's actually, there is going to be some peace in the world. So the first part maybe do with the election again. But the second piece I feel is between Israel and the Palestinians, that I feel like there's some sort of peace coming. And also with the Ukraine and Russia, I feel like that. I mean, that's both wars are horrific, and I want that to end. So if we all send, positive energy and healing energy out to those countries, that would be great. But I feel like something's on the horizon there as well, and we're going to start to hear something next week on this. So week 3, I pulled the 5 of Cups, and that's a double-edged sword. The cups are upright, meaning that there are some aspects of our lives that we have no issues with, but we're still missing the important stuff. There is still something that's not quite there right in the world. I alluded to that when I talked about the split that was happening at the beginning of the month. And this is where the cracks are starting to show. This is where, the third week of October, something big is about to go on, to go down. And it's the truth is going to come out. And it's about I hate to say this, the better, not there's a better phrase for it, but the important stuff, right? So what really matters, family, your finances, all that. And there are going to be some people who are negatively affected by this, and some people who are going to be positively affected by this. But it is going to be a shitstorm in a way. That's basically what I'm hearing. It's a shitstorm. Weather events, by the way, are not slowing down. They're only getting crazier and more horrific. But there's also the good on the horizon is we're going to see on the news an act of heroism that brings the country together more. Now, in the last week, week 4, this is a really powerful card. It's the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is known for being not nice, blunt. Sometimes, the truth or hurts, bluntness doesn't make it right, but that's what's coming out. Is someone, I see someone fighting back and being more aggressive, gone from assertiveness to being aggressiveness, and there's a huge shift by the end of the month in our attitudes. A huge shift. It's palpable. And it reminds me of how we were just before the pandemic hit. There was going to be a shift that was coming that's going to knock us on our asses. And COVID did that, right? And it almost did us in, but we survived. This is what I'm feeling, that something's coming down the line that is just going to be a huge impact. Now, I'm jumping ahead to November, but I'm feeling and sensing and receiving messages that we're all going to be better for it, and we'll come out of it okay. But it's definitely at the end of the month. Something's going to rattle us, and it's by this. The whole facade is stripped. There's no more sugarcoating things. It's like, look, this is the way it is, whether you want to hear it or not. I am not a fan of that, my personal life, but sometimes, you need to hear the truth, the reality of it all. So that's the outlook for October. I wanted to also send a message for people who are on their healing journey. This month as well, just for a lot of people across the world, it's going to be a tough time when you're dealing, struggling with mental health issues. So I just like to remind people that self-care is more than just a bubble bath or reading a good book. It's making sure that you take your meds every day, that you shower, well, at least, every other day, and brush your teeth, meditate, take 5 minutes every hour just to breathe, listen to some really good music, read some poetry, read a good book, play with your pets, take good care of yourself. I mean, you're allowed to do that. You absolutely are. You've earned it. And it makes you a better person. And if you need help, get it. If you feel that you have not been able to speak up. Talk to a friend, talk to a counselor, your priest, your rabbi, your pastor, a trusted professor, trusted friend, your therapist, and let it out. And you will be better for it. It's not easy. Trust me, I know. It's very hard to do that. There's a lot of old wounds that get opened up. But then you can realize that some of these wounds are able to be healed. So anyway, so on a brighter note, I will wish you a happy October. I have a lot of great shows planned. I have a lot of guests lined up. And please, honestly, send me your show ideas. Send me the names of guests you want me to speak out to. Have you read a really great book on transcendental meditation? Or, are you a yoga guru? And do you do Reiki or a great tarot card reader? Then reach out to me. I'm open. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone. And enjoy your evening. This has been Caitlin Greenglass from the Healing Light Podcast. Thank you.